To the air yet again. Watson swings this out for Hunt. And, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. They run forward with Hunt. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Watson. And this one too low. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Watson going to try and run it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception. giving up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. After the interception, here's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
But that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Cam Smith. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
First carry of the game for the Aggie alum, Devon Achane. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Tannehill changing the look. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Another catch there for Waddle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll run for it with A-Chain. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. First down, they go back to A-Chain. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
There you go, Tiger. Fake.
Now Tannehill. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devon A-Chain. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Tigers have got it back to within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, 75 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Let's go.
Now Tannehill looks to change things up. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That pass caught. It's Williams. A very solid gain of 27.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A-Chain on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Devon A-Chain ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Tigers have cut it back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Watson now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out, and so far, they have started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot: stay the course. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. In motion left comes Williams. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Waddle, the motion man right.
Target.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. He's airing it out for Williams. Tannehill intercepted again. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
That's on Pro Bowl center Jason Kelce.
Here we go.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw is Tannehill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Martin Emerson. Off to the races. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Moore, the man in motion. Watson, off play action. And that is taken in by Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Slot man moves right. Throwing on second and long. Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Marcus Jones picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. On first down, Watson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So
these two coaching staffs are likely using this game as their dress rehearsal for the regular season. So some final adjustments being made.
Jonathan
and for the call in the second half, we send it back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And able to get this out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. Now the third-year man, here's Kenneth Gainwell. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Striker, 3-3, hut, hut.
And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on first down. Taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Now it's the backup Mariota. He's going to look deep for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a touchdown. Quez Watkins, 58 yards. And the Tigers are back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And
the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And that ball popped free. We could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jalen Darden from 10 yards out. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Go red. Drill green. Strike. Strike.
Throwing, Mariota going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Red, yellow, ready.
Now Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Now Mariota on fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Mariota going to change the play. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Welcome back to Toronto as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4.
On the double. Clock, 10. Ready?
Again, it's Mariota. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Ready.
To throw is Mariota. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right?
Ready?
So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be caught by Darden. And they're going to speed things up here. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll set up to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. The Browns on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Let's go now.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jalen Darden, his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Browns drive about to get started. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Mariota going to change the play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
97.
Now Mariota. He's got Allen. 11 yards there, first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Mariota now to throw on first down. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up second down. Mariota again.
That's to his running back, Gainwell.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Now 1st and goal. They'll run here with Gainwell.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Kenneth Gainwell
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Tigers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
And remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. That is intercepted. Inside the 20.
I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window. And sometimes interceptions result.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Here's Mariota. Throw caught by H.A.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Here's a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it.
This is 3rd down now. To throw, Mariota. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Ready?
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
He's going to sling this deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was a defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.